Welcome to the Fit Femme Project Alignment Podcast. It is here that we cultivate and gather all who have been through it in fitness, relationships, careers, lifestyle changes, and unforgettable crucial life pivots trying to achieve their most sovereign selves. We're here to provide you with thought-provoking, detailed stories and information from truly fascinating men and women from all walks of life, professions, generations, and modern-day sagas who speak to their rawest, darkest moments that made them the strong, decisive, humble, helpful, healing people that they are today. We ask them to hold nothing back because life is a multi-dimensional pursuit to be stronger, healthier, and more aligned mentally, emotionally, and physically. Let's go. Okay, we're back. It's with Coach Lindsey. And today we're talking about how to develop your habits based on your personality or Enneagram, which is what we're going to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lindsey's rocking that dewy glow today.
Yep. We don't miss workouts, people, no matter what. Even if we got to be recorded, we just go with it.
I appreciate your dedication. I have not worked out yet.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry. Okay. So let's begin. Where do you want to start? We should have talked about this before.
Well, we did. We've been going back and forth some on this. What I address with clients, and of course, always especially when I know that what I'm saying may be falling on not deaf ears, but maybe the person really isn't absorbing it enough, is there is a big difference between something that is a habit of yours and something that is a part of your personality. I mean, I think that's one of the coolest things about the Fit Femme. It's something that I was resistant to at first, is kind of the focus on Enneagram types, with the benefit of knowing how to address issues, talk about things in a way that resonates with our clients, just different forms of communication, and maybe relaying the same piece of information, but in a way that is more easily absorbable for that particular client. So I just think it's very interesting because, like I said, I was like, ugh, I don't really care. Just do the work and go on about your biz. Do what you want after that. But, of course, like most things with people, when it was turned on me and it was like, hey, you know how you are an asshole? This is why. And this could help you be less frustrated during the process. This could help you understand the ins and outs without just having to put blinders on and go through pissed. Because I can do that, but it's better when I feel connected to the process, I guess.
In terms of understanding your type and just who you are as a person fundamentally?
Yeah, and thanks to you, just knowing probably more than most people do about my specific Enneagram type, being able to pick up on resistance, irritation, aggravation, instead of being like, well, that is me and I don't like it. No, this is the part of you that's pushing back. This is why. Look at it from this angle, frame it this way. And all of a sudden now it's suddenly the exact same advice, tactic, direction now fits my personality type.
Yeah. I think that's self-awareness. Sorry, I'm still used to this echo.
Oh, you can still hear it?
Yeah, like I'll be able to hear, like I hear myself talking now, but I also hear it in my headphones. So it's like kind of a mind F.
Yeah. It's like when you're watching something and the words don't match their mouths. Yes. You're like, no.
Yeah, I've been doing that lately on my videos just because it's, you know what? We're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay. You just keep wearing your headphones all weird like that and I'll keep being sweaty.
Yeah, it helps if I don't have it all the way on. Okay, moving on. I'll edit that out. Probably not.
What if you take it off?
Well, then I wouldn't hear you.
Put me on speakerphone. I won't cuss.
But then my microphone would pick it up, and then there would be a real echo that everybody would hear.
Now we're officially out of my realm of tech solving capabilities. It's like turn it off and turn it back on. The end.
We're just figuring this out as we go. But this is helping, so I look kind of like a weirdo. As I was saying, yes, so understanding your personality type, that really helps that self-awareness, knowing when you're just being a lazy fuck.
Yeah, or a big old stubborn butthole.
Yeah, and I think like when people are resistant to habits and changes and stuff like that, in terms of the Enneagram, they're in an unhealthy, stressed out state. You know what I mean?
Yep, they're unhealthy parts of you. Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
and you helped me pick up on that.
Yeah, like, tell me more.
I can see it coming. Like I start noticing things, little habits that I have, and can pick up on like, you're heading down the unhealthy path. Like you're heading that way. You got to stop and regroup, breathe, do some meditation, some breath work, and daily, right? Like I should be doing anyway, but I especially zone in on that stuff that is not my personality type, right? But keeps me from, getting myself into a real funk, like going too far down.
Right. That makes sense.
Down into the hole, so you have to crawl out.
What did you struggle with the most when it came to like your type versus like habits you were developing?
So it is, it's, when you think about workouts, I just had decided that my personality type is like, I can only work out in the mornings. That's just how I am. I am a morning person. If it gets put off till afternoon, it's not happening. That's just how I am.
Black and white.
That is black. Well, yeah. And, I get up early. So my energy level, like everybody's does, no matter what time you get up, starts decreasing, right? As the day goes on and you expend energy. But that doesn't mean I can't work out. That means that I'm out of my normal habit, and my personality doesn't appreciate that, especially when it was something else that threw me out of that. Like when it was like, everything where it was a no fault, like a sick kid to a kid that forgot their lunchbox or homework, and now I have to run back up to the school and do a bunch of crap. Anything like that. Or I forgot an appointment, something that was my fault. Like, oh, well, you made a dentist appointment, dummy. Right? It would be something like that would just be like, well, I missed my workout today. And that's not my personality.
No.
That was that's a story I was telling myself.
Yeah, you're right. And that definitely happened to me. Even though I haven't hit the gym yet, that happened to me. I forgot I had that call an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Not ready.
Yeah. And I hate working out in the evening. I'm like, why don't I do this earlier?
I should be in my gym jams. That's always me. Like I should be clean, moisturized, hydrated, posted up. What am I doing?
Okay, so we'll talk about 8s later, but let's start from 1. So
let's do, because man, they are the best clients.
Type 1s?
But also, they're just such, like, I've got a type 1 right now currently. You'll have them sprinkled in. They're not, I was going to say they're not that common. None of them feel like they're that common, but that's because there's 9 of them. They're pretty spread out, right? But they, the trick is to make them agree to the rules. If they agree to the rules, if they understand how it benefits them and why, for the most part, they are going to check those boxes off.
Yeah, because 1s are the perfectionists of the Enneagram, as we all know, but that can also hold them back.
If they miss one thing, the efforts come out of the woodworks, right? Like, it was like, if my husband ate my meal prep, then I'm not going to the gym. I'm just getting pizza with, it's like one of those things. Like it's a very all or nothing mindset. And I think that probably, again, is part of like the unhealthy side that a one can lean to sometimes.
Very
but the
extreme.
healthy side,
like if they can't do it perfectly, then why do it? Or if it doesn't
they are
go
the ones
perfectly,
that you will hear. You'll hear from them. I'm either on or I'm off.
Yeah.
Like a one will tell you that. And that's not your personality. That's a story you tell yourself. That's a habitual story that runs through your mind. So ones are wonderful people that I probably need one in charge of me. But they can definitely be too hard on themselves.
Yeah.
I see that a lot. Like as far as expectations, they're like, no, I did all of the things. This isn't working. That kind of mindset.
What do you say to a type 1 when they say that to you? Or just anybody, I guess?
Like I did everything. Did all the things.
What now?
Yeah, that's your win. And you know this about me. You're one of my clients. Did you do what you were supposed to do today? That's your win. That's your real struggle. It's not right. What you're focusing on is a symptom. And what we are addressing is the root cause. I'm a root cause coach.
Ooh.
I'm not going to try and help you lose 10 pounds in a month. That's not me. I'm going to help you reshape your body and life, right? By getting down in there. Yeah.
That should be your new Instagram bio.
What?
Oh, crap. What'd you just say?
We don't know.
I'm a root cause kind of coach.
Yeah. Well, yes.
That's a good one.
I love a good before and after.
Yeah.
If it was done the right way.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. So type 2. Do you have type 2s in your roster?
I have. Remind me of them.
The helpers.
Yes. But, and I know now, as soon as you say that, a face will pop up in my head.
Oh, yeah.
This type is wonderful because they are like pleasers in a way. Like they are like very like, they want to do a good job because that's what they're here for. But in like the unhealthy side of that is they will drop their stuff if someone needs them. Like, they were planning to go work out, but their mom can't. This is an actual situation. They were going to go do their workout, but their mom couldn't figure out how to work the remote.
Oh, gosh.
I was like,
that can't wait.
New.
I hope they're not listening.
I hope they are because we laughed and laughed because she was like, it was one of those things where she's like, man, when I say that out loud.
Like, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And like,
I know.
Wow. Yeah. So type 2s will feel like it's too selfish to take care of themselves.
Yes.
So everyone's always a priority. It's everyone else. Yeah.
Yes. And they just sometimes cannot find it in them to say, no, thank you. And just the coaching, the mindset coaching part of them is very, not villainizing that great aspect of them, but also letting them know that you have to focus on the people that are most important to you. And that's your family, that's your close friends. What really helps your kids, your partner, your close friends, you taking care of yourself. It's the oxygen mask on first talk with them every time.
Yeah. And when 2s are in a really unhealthy state, they go to type 8 when we're really bad. So they get really aggressive. And there's that iron fist under the velvet glove type of thing. Yeah. And they often blame others and don't take responsibility for like what's going wrong. So I think that's an important thing to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and again, that's kind of that all or nothing tendency. Like, I'm either going to do what I want to do and just ignore everybody and refuse like to text back, that kind of thing. Like they still can't say no, but they'll ignore you.
Oh, we
But
love our
yeah,
type 2s. And I love
I
it when
do.
I come across them here in the FFP. I'll do a lot of the consults with Nicole, and I've come across some 2s. And one of the first things I say is like, I'm so happy you're here. Just the fact that you are doing this is a huge
Yeah.
win. Yeah.
That in the type 9s, I feel like that.
Yes.
I'm like, yes, honey. Yes, come here. I'll take care of you. I'll say all the mean things to everybody. Give me their numbers.
That's so cute. Okay. Type 3.
Oh, we've got some of those. We've got us a Christine and Rosetta.
And you know what we found out today?
What?
Nicole is not a type 3.
What is she? The nicer ones?
What?
How'd you find that out?
One of the nicer
Is she
ones?
one of the nice ones? Is she a 2 or a 9? Or like, is she a 5?
No, a 6.
Was that one?
The loyalist. Well, which
Oh
we'll
yeah,
get
that
to.
tracks.
Yeah, well, we just did a consult, the one I was just in, and that client was a type 6, and Nicole messaged me after, and she was like, "You'll get it, but I'm a type 6," and she just goes into all the things why, because type 6, when under stress, goes to type 3.
Da-da-da! Were you stressed out when you took the test, ma'am?
She said she was. Anyway, that's like a whole other conversation, but we were just nerding out about it for a minute.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
You can't tell any. We're on a podcast. Never mind.
Yes, tell
I wanted to be a nice one when I took the Enneagram test, and I wasn't. I didn't feel like I was. Like, I've learned better now. I've done this twice in my life.
me. What?
I took it again and tried to answer different to get to be one of the nice ones.
On purpose?
And I was still an 8. And one time I took a test to see what Hogwarts house I was in, and I got put in Slytherin.
So was
and
I.
So I did it again and got put back in Slytherin.
Yeah. I don't care for Harry Potter, but people tell me that's what I'm in.
Cared a lot about Harry Potter, and it broke my heart.
Well, if you know anything about the Enneagram and type 8s, the best part of you is the best type. Like,
yeah.
So you go to type 2 when you're in health. We all live our 2s. So
I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Be healthy, Lindsey. Just jump it.
Sorry, I can't.
We'll get it together.
I feel like it's my wedding day and I can't stop smiling and it like hurts.
I can't wait. And I'll throw this out there again. It's important for you to remember this.
What?
I am a minister.
Oh, yep. I remember.
Okay. Got my card laminated.
You're going to have some competition.
I don't care.
Okay.
Bring it. Love that.
I'll look
do it. I hope there's an obstacle course.
Oh my gosh. I have to say this. Have you seen that gender reveal where one person will be in like a blow up pink outfit and the other one will be like they'll look like this and they'll do like an obstacle
a dinosaur
course
costume or something.
Yeah, and they'll do this obstacle course to reveal the gender. I want that.
Okay.
This is not okay. So we were on 3s. So 3s in stressful periods go to the type 9. So they become lazy, the sloths, unconfident, unproductive, things like that.
Yeah, in 3s, they're achievers though. So
that's a big opposite spectrum thing.
It is. That's real big. That's probably to me the most opposite one. Mm-hmm. But I like, the things that I know work well when I have a 3. Such a big water bottle is, hitting those PRs. Like, love that we use Trainerize and it helps them track their workouts and their PRs, and that they get badges and the little confetti and stuff, the thumbs up, the way to go, like that stuff all works for them, as well as just kind of how we do things in general with check-ins and feedback. Coaching works really, really well with the top 3.
Yeah, we have a lot of them here.
Yeah.
As
It
clients.
works. I mean, it's maybe the best type. If you had to just pick a type that would just really benefit from coaching, it may be a top 3.
Yeah, because they're achievers, they're go-getters, and they do it to please other people, which that's for you to decide if you want to do it like that. You got to do it for yourself.
I like it. Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah.
Please me.
You are an enabler.
Okay. Well, somebody got to do it. It ain't going to enable itself, is it? Getting
That's true. Well, what obstacles do you see 3s face? Have you experienced that?
Well, it's kind of like a 1 in that, like, if everything's not going right, then it's all wrong. Kind of deal, and they're too hard on themselves when they like feel stuck. I think is when I mostly see them. It's not like they're like, I'm gonna quit. It's like they feel stuck, like they're not making progress, and I will get resistance back on it won't be the workout. So I'll be like, I don't like these workouts anymore, or I need a better meal plan because I'm not sticking to my macros. Like, make me a meal plan, and that's not the problem. But I think they start feeling yucky when they feel helpless, kind of. I don't know. That's just my my vantage point from a coach is when they feel like they're not going forward or they feel helpless, then things can get sticky for them.
I feel like 3s are most likely to overtrain. They're going to be those people.
Right. Won't take their rest days the right way.
Yeah. Like they'll go on a 6-miler on their rest day.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking to you, Christine.
Stop running, Christine. She's got done, she may be doing it right now. She was riding a bike for 100 miles in 3 days, and now she's like running 100 miles or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're not going to talk about
Practice self-love. That's all I can say. Practice self-love.
Yes. And then type 3s need to learn to pump the brakes a lot.
Mm-hmm. Feel like guilty or yucky or lazy. And those, those are my favorite people to say, the stimulus happens in the gym. The growth and progress happens during recovery. Mm-hmm. If you will not allow your body to properly recover, you're leaving a lot of cards on the table.
That's a great way to put it. Excellent. See, I'm learning my Spanish.
I'm proud of you.
Gracias.
De nada.
I was at some event and I was getting food next to somebody and I was like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And they're like, de nada, ¿y tú? And I'm like, that's it.
That's it. Sorry.
That's all I know.
Start something I couldn't finish there.
Yeah. I'm practicing. Anyway, type 4s. This is an interesting one. They often procrastinate the tasks that require too many details. And they also feel that it might be below like their sensibilities and stay in that victim mode way too long. Yeah. I just want to punch those in the face.
Well, I do you're going to say I'm completely wrong, but do you ever notice similarities between 4s and 7s?
Maybe. If I really thought about it, probably. Why?
Well, it's just like those are the 2 that I will struggle with their perceived lack of interest in the program.
I agree.
Right? And it's like, it's one of those things where you I get it. Like, it's not, I guess, the most interesting, but you have to come back to, what are my entertainment sources in my life? Am I solely entertained by junk food and booze? Because if that is truly the case, there's a lot of redirection and like internal searching that needs to happen, right? And you cannot always count on being entertained by your plate. right? And
Yeah.
your workout, they're both of those types will say after like week 1, they'll be like, well, aren't we going to change my workout so I don't get bored? And like, I don't really care if you're bored. I care if you're performing. Like, get a banger playlist, listen to a book or a podcast, like the Fit Femme podcast.
Yeah.
Entertain yourself in other ways that won't deter progress, because boredom halts progress. And again,
That's
it's
true.
not part of your personality per se. It's a story you're telling yourself. And the story should be, I'm expecting to be entertained by my plate. Maybe I need to get like a new hot sauce or switch up my meal prep, or I've been eating a Chipotle bowl every day for lunch. Maybe it's time to do like beef and broccoli and do an Asian profile, and learning that there are ways to add interest to things without going backwards. You don't have to self-sabotage to feel better about yourself. And I feel that from type 4s. Like they almost want to crash and be pulled back up, and crash and be pulled back up.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And it is frustrating.
Yeah. And I think managing your expectations is a really good point. And understanding that these habits are just, how do I want to say, like as easy as breathing every day. You can't expect to change up your breathing to make it more entertaining, right?
Exactly. And like it's for them, it's explaining that your birthday is a special occasion. Going out to eat lunch after church every Sunday, not special.
No.
Just
it was
food.
when I was a kid.
Well, still no.
Oh.
You can have fun and just, not order one of everything on the menu.
Ooh. That's true.
And you have to remind people that if you can't have fun without 20 pounds of food and 2 gallons of booze, either you're not fun or your friends aren't, but it ain't the food. Somebody's dropping the ball.
Yeah. That's something for you guys to chew on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Type 5s.
Yeah, no, nothing. They're a mystery wrapped in a conundrum.
They are. I think we have one on our team.
Zan?
Oh, well, Zan, but I mean, like, as a client.
Oh, who?
One of Nicole's.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't have any.
Oh, yeah, no. I was very surprised to find that she was even here, because they're like the introverts of the Enneagram.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, you came out of hiding. You came out of your little cave.
I know, but when they do talk to you, listen.
It's the best. I love it.
It's the best.
I love type 5s. I could sit and talk to them for hours. I dated one for forever. Well, not forever. Anyway.
That's weird. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like you to date like the troll under the bridge. Like, hello.
Well, my past was all the people who were attracted to me were always the weirdo introverts that were like melancholy and moody. Yeah. Because I'm the exact opposite of that.
Did you have teen angst?
What?
Were you a teen angster?
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, you don't know because you're so much younger than me. But like flannel tied around your waist, Nirvana, that whole scene.
No,
I'm only happy when it rains.
No, I wasn't like that. I was a white girl from Nebraska, like happy, bubbly, and the depressed ones were attracted to me.
What's Mark?
7.
Duh.
Fun. Extrovert.
Fun.
That's it. Cute.
Full-blown maniac. Yeah.
But type 5s, when they are in periods of stress, they go to type 7. So they're really disorganized, distracted, not able to complete tasks. And there's also that information disablement. Like they have such information overload that they can learn everything about everything and then not do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's a big thing
Yes,
for
they're
them.
collectors. Yeah, I get that. Collectors of information that they just stockpile.
Yeah, and a big thing for fives, especially 5s, 6s, and 7s, benefit the most from physical activity because it gets them out of their heads.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it benefits everybody, right? But
For
especially
sure.
those head types, being physical is like the best thing for them because it gets them out of their head, relaxes them, especially type 5s.
Okay.
It's an
That's good
interesting.
information to
We're
have. It
learning
is
stuff.
very interesting, but probably also hard for a lot of them to enter a gym for the first time, right? And be seen trying for something. I don't know specifically what type, but there is, and it may not be an Enneagram thing, but just some people. But man, I have people or have had people in the past that don't want to push hard because they don't want people to see them trying hard at something. And I don't know if that's fear of not hitting their goals or if that's not cool. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of resistance
Yeah,
there.
I think a lot of the, well, how do I want to say this? Like type 5s, they absorb information because they want to feel competent in the world. So if they're learning everything about how to lift weights and go to the gym and do that stuff, the only way that they're going to get there is if they know everything about it. But it's the process of getting there. You have to be around people, or if you have
Yeah,
your
it's
own gym, that's different.
application. Yes.
Application. Yeah, so I could see like a type 5 if they're in the gym, like if they don't feel like they wouldn't be competent, like from the very second they lift a
Yes.
weight for the first time, then they wouldn't go.
Yep. Yeah, that absolutely tracks.
Yeah, and I think that tracks for other types as well, but for different motivations. You know, maybe for
Mm-hmm.
the type
Like,
1s, yeah,
yeah,
and the 3s, I got to be good at this and not embarrass myself. Like,
I got to be the best one there. How do I do that?
yeah. But we've said this time and time again how much people are not concerned about you when you're at the gym,
Mm-mm.
unless they're
No,
a real
I've
asshole.
seen, I have a Planet Fitness membership and I go
Cool.
to them all over because that's why I have it, is so I can go to the gym no matter where I am pretty much. You know, everywhere's got a Planet Fitness. And I've seen everything like that, you know, a lot of those accounts that show like walk into a Planet Fitness, it's
Yeah.
true. Like they are
It's
really,
so funny.
it's
Sorry.
so funny. And I still don't care. I
Yeah.
still do not take a picture of them. I'm like, move on. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even, if I didn't take a picture of the lady vaping on the elliptical and I didn't care, then nobody cares about anything.
What a backwards image in my brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she sure was too. I was like, all right.
I wonder what that's like. How's it working out for you?
At least you're here, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's a start. But yeah, I would really love to see more type 5s join our team. So if you're listening, hi.
Come let us keep you. We want to talk to you.
We love you. We love talking to you. We love just sitting down for hours and just vibing.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, that's why I dated one for so long, because they stimulated the intellectual part of my brain, which is so attractive to me. And that's why that was part of my rich dating history.
Yeah. Robust.
Mark's not here. I'm just kidding.
No, he went back to work.
I always joke about it around him, and he's just like, oh boy.
Glad I didn't know you then.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, this also kind of goes into the type 6s. They won't try anything new unless they know they can do it successfully. So they have that
Yeah.
deep-seated fear of lack of security and may never go after change because it's too scary, it's too unknown, it's unsecure. Not insecure, but
I've
unsecure.
had 6s. I have had
Yeah.
6 clients, and I back them in. I just back them in easy. There really is no fighting that when that, because it's like a freeze tag. Like you're like, here's your workouts, and they just freeze. Especially on machine stuff. So had success, really, really good success with starting them out. And most of my 6s have been people that have either only been to like a class, like a boot camp style class or something like that. So they are pretty new on resistance training, like true resistance training. So starting them out with a home workout that's just body weight and bands for 2 weeks, right? And then we add in some dumbbells. And then we add in a dumbbell only workout, but it's at the gym. But they can just go to a bench and grab some dumbbells and not move. Right? And then we spend 2 weeks there. And then after that 2 weeks, we take out the dumbbell shoulder press for the first movement. And now it's a barbell or Smith machine overhead press. So I get them on one machine and then they go back to their bench.
Oh.
The next week, the last movement is banded kickbacks. But now we go over to the cable machine for the last movement. And we did kickbacks on the cable machine. So now we are getting familiar with the Smith machine and the cable machine. And when it's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie.
For you to set up.
It's a lot of Post-it notes for me to remember that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it works. It works well because it's going at someone's pace. Because there's some people you can push. There's some people that you can push to be uncomfortable. And they're just going to be like scared and do it anyway. And there's some people that are not going to do it.
That's true.
And just like, just kind of, experiences a lot of it. But also, part of being a good coach is being able to read somebody pretty well, even if you don't know them well. And not just concentrate on, this is your workout, it's going to be great. You're going to love me. You're going to love this. But letting them really talk about their experiences in the past, their workout history, their diet history. And when you just let them talk, they're going to tell you some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to hear.
So the Enneagram, I cannot talk today. The Enneagram.
You've done a lot of talking today. You used all your words.
I did. Jeez. Plus, it's just weird hearing myself. I'm still getting used to it. But the Enneagram call that I did with Nicole was with the type 6. And she was talking about, how did she say? Well, Nicole was just saying, I found that it was beneficial for you to hear why I was doing what I was doing, because they're really mental anxiety processors. So they like to know why, so they don't have to research it, and that makes them feel secure. So why you're doing what you're doing makes me feel safe. I don't know if that's a tip.
That, and you can tell people all day long, nobody at the gym cares about you.
Yeah.
They're not looking at you. When you go in the gym, you're going to say, oh, this is just a bunch of normal people, not a bunch of shredded, ripped up, bodybuilders. They're just there's just people in there. But you can tell them that all day long. But until you can figure out a way to back them into it, they're not going to believe you.
Yeah, and they just want to know the facts because they're head people, and one of their wings is a 5, which is information, and 6s are often the scientists, the big old nerds, like Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole, we should have. You should have known this.
Well, no, I shouldn't have. That's not for me to know.
Yes, you're pretty good at calling it, though. I feel like.
Yeah, and I told Nicole when she told me this, I was like, if you are operating under such a stressful state for so long, you're a graceful person, because I'm none the wiser. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Plus, you tend to put people in those boxes, and then everything they do is that, even if it's wrong. We all do that.
But she's so nice, too.
She's so nice.
She could be completely stressed out, and at the end of every rope she owned, and would be like, yes, I'll help you. What do you need?
Yeah. So sweet. It's so true.
I know.
But 6s are community people. So they need community and support to rely on in order to feel safe and to make proper decisions. And they often don't realize that they need to hone in on their instincts, that they have like the right decision. They have the right knowledge and they know what to do rather than relying on other people for all these things. They have a chorus in their brain and that needs to be quieted with very select few people like a coach or your therapist, so that's why it's beneficial.
I think I'll have to look. I think the client that I had that I would FaceTime while they were in the gym the first couple times was a 6.
Oh, wait, because they were scared? Or
yeah, they were just like, I don't feel like I'm doing this right. I'll send you a video. And it was like, look, I'm at my desk. Just FaceTime me.
Oh, yeah. See, they need that support. They don't trust themselves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's a big thing for you 6s to remember. Also, we're here. We're perfect for you guys.
We're perfect for all y'alls.
That's true. Now 7s. We kind of talked about it a little bit. They do get bored easily. That's just...
They do, and they don't see a flaw in it. That's my problem. It's like, I don't have a problem with people that get bored easily. I struggle with my 7s who are like, actually, no, it's this program. I need this week. I need my workouts this week every week. I need a new meal plan every week. I'm like, no, root cause. The root cause of why you've jumped to 30 different diets and nothing's working for you. Surprise, it's you.
You're the problem.
Guess what? Here's this. What's that Scooby-Doo meme? When they're like ripping off the mask of the person that's the problem. Like,
it's you. That's so funny. Yeah. Do you change their workouts up a little bit more often than usual, or you force them to?
No. I would, and I could. I mean, I've been coaching for like 10 years. I've got lots of workouts, okay? Some of them are good, and some of them from the earlier years, we question. But
like handstand push-ups? Ugh.
I can still do those. I tested that out the other day. But anywho, yeah, I don't, because that's not what's best for,
You're
the
right.
client. There's a line between where I will compromise what I know is best for what a client thinks they want. Mm-hmm. And that line is generally, I'm not going to, if you like don't have a piece of equipment in the gym or this particular movement, you always feel it in your lower back and we can't correct it. Like, everybody's makeup is different. I will sub out exercises, of course, to fit like the person's body or even comfortability. Like, you hate doing barbell deadlifts. I get it. Like, you've hurt your back before, something like that, right? Yes, I'm going to work the same muscle group, blah, blah, blah. But the principles of progressive overload are not something that I made up. Needing to learn how to feed yourself well is not something that I decided for you. That is a fact. And so we look at other ways to keep them integrated and interested in the program without compromising what's going to work best for their goals.
Yeah. And a fun thing to note, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to remember this off the top of my head. A type 7 in their health goes to type 5.
That's weird. That seems weird, doesn't it?
It does seem weird, but the healthy 5s are really in their bodies. They're in tune with their what's going on in their head. They've slowed down and they can complete tasks. Like, that's what 5s are known for, is like getting stuff done and being the expert on something. So when the 7 can kind of quiet their brain and be in their body, and that's helpful.
That is helpful.
However you want to go about that. That's hard.
However you want to do it.
It's hard to quiet the brain.
It is on command.
Yeah. All right, now the best one.
Extremely arguably the best one.
Type 8. Holla.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of those too. Well, on staff we do.
Yeah. Who else? I'll have to look up what clients are 8s, but I don't think there's a lot of them now that I think about it.
Not a lot. But I've got a couple, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess we can't say names on this podcast. Can we? Wait.
Depends on
I
who
do what
it
I
is,
want.
I'm sure.
Well, I'm just kidding. So for the type 8s, the challengers, we are also can be really good clients because we're hard workers. We love to achieve things just like the 3s, but unreasonably stubborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can do it. I don't need you. I can do it myself. And then nothing ever happens. Like I've gotten nowhere, but I can do it.
Go really, really hard until we run into a brick wall and we're like,
oops. Yeah, we're well, I don't know. They say the 8 is the rugged individualist of the Enneagram.
So
we're it's not necessarily loners, but we can do it.
I'm a loner. Yeah. I'm a loner, and that is why, even bodybuilding works so well for me. That's a very loner sport. And I was like, yeah, I'm into this.
Yeah.
I like working, that feeling of working in darkness. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm in here doing. You don't know. I like that.
So you like the quotes that are disappear for 6 months and emerge and no one will recognize you.
That would be funny to do.
It would be.
I mean, I still got to go to the grocery store and stuff, so I can't do that. But
so literal.
I got kids and I got to take them. I got to take one to tennis later. You can see me wherever you want. But yeah, I do, because I was talking to a client about this the other day. It is wonderful if you feel more accountable by declaring yourself on a fitness journey to your friends, to your family, and on social media, and you update your progress every day. I love it when people do that. It is so cool to see. I love people that share real life parts of it and don't just show a before and after 3 years apart or something like that.
Oh, like I did the other day?
I did it the other day too.
Oh, you're talking about me.
But I'm talking about people that show up they're oh, this is and I think that is wonderful. You are not less committed. You don't want it less than the person that never posts a thing about their workouts or pictures of their food or their ultimate goals or their struggles. There's just a big big group hug in society right now for people that overshare and just really they get a gold star for talking about all their struggles and everything. And I don't know. It's just you get a lot of attention when you are the victim, right? Or when you victimize yourself. There is also plenty of honor in just doing what you need to freaking do and not needing anybody's tears or encouragement or anything else to take care of you and what you want to do. You are not less than because the people are people should be able to talk about it. Absolutely. And people should also be able to not freaking talk to you about it.
Are you talking to the type 8s right now? Or everybody?
Everybody, but mostly type 8s. Because for me, you ain't going to catch me on social media in tears. That is not where I would do that.
Oh, no. God, no.
No. And so I think a lot of people are well, I just, see this. And I'm just I'm not comfortable sharing my pictures and blah, blah, blah. Right? I think it's a control thing too.
Yeah.
But that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to share every aspect of your personal life to be on a fitness journey.
Yeah, that's true.
And I do share a lot of that, but I have limits of
you share just enough to be private enough. You're still really private about things, but you share enough to please the people. Right?
Well, and I want to put myself out there as I am, I work full time, got 2 kids, and hugely prioritize my own self and my workouts and my nutrition and literally everything else I want to do. And guess what?
Yeah.
Everything's all right.
Yeah, that's a big thing for
The
8.
kids are all right.
Yeah. The thing for 8s is that when they're in unhealthy periods of stress, they tend to neglect themselves too in their own self-care. Just work. Just you don't ever pump the brakes. Type 3s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like I said, like learning more, I can see little habits and stuff that I would have never noticed without knowing more about my Enneagram type. And I'll be like, oh,
Like what?
I'm going there. I'm not going to tell,
That's so
but
nice.
I don't care. I'm an 8. Not one of my hashtag goals.
Okay. So there's a specific thing you do that
Well, okay, well, let me think of another one. When I am going towards my unhealthy side, which it's easier for me to be unhealthy than healthy.
oh
That is
yeah.
one thing that I will put out there. It is much, I have a tendency to be mentally more unhealthy. I have to put in effort to be truly my best self.
Right.
Wake up, I'm a dog. I have to do my morning routine and get everything in place to make everything work for me. But like some habits I will notice of like I will not food prep my own food.
Mm.
It'll start by just ordering like food prep, only eating like sandwiches or something like that and still hitting my macros. But I will stop wearing I will just recycle the same couple outfits. It's weird things.
Oh, interesting.
But that I will notice that I will just be like, I'm just gonna throw this same outfit in the wash because I do a load of laundry every day. But I won't change my clothes.
Oh.
And it's just these little signs that I pick up on.
Huh.
I'm like, you go into that dark place. But being able to notice that
Yeah.
and being like, nope, out of it. Instead of being like looking up and being like, I'm in the well again and I have to figure out how to get out, right? It's been the best part of being with the Fit Fem for me as a person.
Right.
Like for me personally.
That makes me happy because that's what I tell everybody on my Enneagram calls, that because we only just talk about the basics, which is a lot for some people. Well, everyone. Because I don't know anything about it. But what I say is that when you're learning about these ugly parts of your type, it's uncomfortable, it's weird, but it's like, it's so enlightening because in the future you can move forward with more lightness off it. Like your shoulders are lighter because when you, just like what you were saying, when you find yourself going down these little things, these little paths, you start to see your own red flags and you're like, whoa.
That's what they are.
Oh.
They're my red flags. That's perfect way to put it. Those are my red flags.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten that specific about myself. So you're a little bit further along than me. I just make excuses.
And it's just like, I'm not like, I've never been like depressed or anything, but I would get into my my mom would always call them seasons of discontent. And
that's cute.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not the best when I'm at my worst.
When type 8s are in stress, we go to 5. We just talked about that. So we become the hermits. Yeah, we hermit ourselves. We kind of
a huge hermit.
And we gather information so we can make our next move or whatever. But
oh my god, that is maybe I'm a top 5. No, I'm changing mine too.
Or you're just really stressed out when you get your.
I'm not though, but when I do see that, there's little things coming where I will, and I already don't want to go nowhere, and I mean I will not leave my house. And I'll notice that. Like, I'll take my kids to practice and I will just be like, just come out when you're ready. I'm not going to go in today.
Going to be in the car or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking back, when I took the test for the first time, I was in a really bad place. Like, so when I read it, I could not believe it. I just felt it was weird. I was reading my life.
It is weird.
Yeah.
I felt like not violated. It's not the right word.
I felt
like intruded upon.
Oh,
like I didn't invite you here. Why are you talking to me?
It was opposite. I felt validated by it. I was like, "Fuck, this is okay."
I felt like this, like, why are you in here?
So have I become the voice in your head?
Probably. And I'm like, no, Lindsay, put on different pants. Leave your house.
Oh my God, that sounds like Casey. Put on different pants. Put deodorant on. I did not.
You don't have a uniform, ma'am. Put on. Yes. No, that's it. It's really? It's like, I'll be like,
I don't need to shower. My husband doesn't care.
Oh, no. I'm going to take a bath regardless of what's going on. I mean, my house could be on fire and I'm going to get a bath before I leave. But yeah, it's like the same clothes, won't do anything kind of deal. And I hate saying that because it sounds like I'm like deeply depressed. I'm not. I'm just being an ass.
Well, I don't put it that way. But that's super interesting that you've noticed that. I'm going to start paying more attention. Yeah. Or not. Who knows? All right. Last but not least, 9.
Possibly my favorite Enneagram.
I do love a good 9.
Mm-hmm. I do. They're called like my clients
crown of the Enneagram.
Oh, they need a crown.
They do.
They do. They are the crown. They're just the freaking nicest people.
They really are. But that's also their problem because they go with the flow too much. They're not assertive when they're in stress, or this is their natural state is to be accommodating, do the least disruptive thing to their time, schedule, and energy. Peace.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
They are the peacemaker, right? So they will, and it that kind of is like the twos of if like they feel like what they're doing is disrupting something. Like the girls trip, I had a client go on a girls trip and they were annoyed that she wanted to go work out in the morning because they wanted to go have brunch. And she said, go have brunch and I'll meet up with you after. And they were like, well, then we feel bad.
Oh. Like she's making that decision to do it. Like you shouldn't feel bad.
It was just, yeah, I know. And it was like, she was telling me that. And I was like, I'm trying so hard to like sympathize or empathize with this. Yeah. But I can't. Just like, I don't like, well, feel bad over Eggs Benedict. That's what I do.
Yeah. So how would you coach that? Somebody who is not assertive.
How do I coach that? Is to you say no and you do it nicely and you let people have their feelings as their own, knowing that you are not ugly, you are not disrupted to their lives, and that you can only control you. So if someone says, Mom, that's going to make me feel bad. If you have to miss Clarence, say, I don't want you to feel bad ever. I'll try to finish my workout and I'll just call you guys and see where you are. Yeah. That's it. Don't explain yourself is another tip that I get them. They have bad feelings. You can say that you don't want them to have bad feelings, but don't you apologize for their bad feelings and don't explain why you are doing what you need to do.
Yeah, and I think you'll find it surprising how accommodating other people will be.
Absolutely. And it's just getting over, it's like that fear of going into the gym, the fear of telling someone, not right now. And it's like, it helps that you don't have to tell people no. You have to tell people not right now. That's it.
I think 9s also are big routine people. So it can be hard to get them to change that. How would you talk to somebody who is having a hard time making those changes in their habits to, create a new.
Well, I like doing that. That
Yeah.
helped me a ton. So I'm always real game to help someone else learn time blocking. And like we get on calls and we will literally sit there and I'm like, these are all the things that you have to do in a day. Like with kids, work, blah, blah, blah. And we will time block it out. And then they're like, oh, yeah, that's not so bad.
Oh, yeah. Because it can feel overwhelming. I got to do all this stuff. But then you write it down and you're like, it's like 3 things.
Correct. And it'll be like one thing that you've been putting off for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And it takes 5 minutes. And you're like, oh. I'm worried about that every day for 60 days, 10 minutes, done.
No, I do that even knowing it won't take a long time. Like,
yeah.
With work.
And my 9s that I've had will really like put a lot of energy and brain power into thinking about something minuscule. Like a worry or a fear about what's going to happen when. And the answer generally is nothing or not much.
Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah. Like literally talk through because she was worried because she had a meeting and she was worried to drink her water because she didn't want to have to ask to go pee. That's how nice they are. And my thing was I wouldn't ask.
I would just get up and leave. Excuse me.
I mean, what if it was explosive diarrhea? Like they don't know. You don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're on your period. Like we don't need people's permission to use a bathroom. I'm not in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Says the girl that works from home all the time. I pee-pee when I want to pee-pee.
Yeah, same. I think about that all the time working from home. Like, what if I was in the office and my tummy was upset? Everybody would know.
But I mean, you just have to not care.
I don't have to hold it. Yeah.
Grab my phone. I'm like, well, I'll be back. Hold that thought.
Oh my gosh. That's why these, when we record, I chug water and it just goes straight through me and it's not the best.
Yeah.
I'm not used to holding my bladder anymore.
So on that note, this is a tip that does help people that have meetings and don't want to go pee. And especially when you first start drinking a lot of water, the frequency is there. And I can't remember who told me this, but it was money. Your body can really easily tolerate 1 liter every 3 hours.
Oh.
So that's why I drink this always and just refill it until I get like a new one, get grossed out. But 1 liter every 3 hours is very like manageable on your body, like as far as urination frequency, feeling bloated, feeling waterlogged or whatever. And if you start that early, you're done drinking water by like 4 p.m. and you're just drinking to thirst, which also keeps you from getting up in the night and having to go pee in the potty a lot of times.
Because I still have a half gallon to go. It's been terrible today. You know what I also learned about drinking water? I sent some of those videos in our group chat, but this lady was talking about Celtic salt. Did you watch that?
I watched that. I'm really interested in that lady. Like,
me too.
It's like, what if everything she's saying is true?
I went down a rabbit hole and I had to stop because I'm like, I'm about to disrupt my entire life.
You've got me flossing after every meal.
Wasn't it crazy?
Every meal.
Floss the teeth you want to keep.
I have floss in my purse.
I need to floss. But yeah, for the people, what we're talking about, I can't remember her name. I need to figure it out.
I don't either.
But I could watch it all day. But the Celtic salt stuff is that you put a grain of the Celtic salt in your tongue, and you before you drink water, every time you drink water, you put that little in your tongue, and it's like because it has all those like minerals in it, it helps absorb into the cell faster. So it's like the quickest way to rehydrate a body, and you don't have to pee as much. She's like, so if you're constantly going to the bathroom, this might help.
Zan needs to like try that and let us know if that helps.
Oh, she does have that problem. Sorry, Zan, we just added you.
She got pee a lot, but also I've had seen something else that was talking about cravings, and that a good thing to try to alleviate cravings is to put some pink, like whatever fancy salt
The
underneath your
Himalayan salt.
tongue.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know if they're different, but put that underneath your tongue and let it dissolve, and that will, give you some electrolytes and really diminish the cravings. Like let that dissolve and then drink water. So salt may be the answer to everything all this time.
These are our tips and tricks at the end of episode.
Salt
Tips. Tricks. I say that inside joke way too much. Do you know what I'm referring to?
Do I?
So I say it a lot on the mini-sodes where I'm just like, tips, tricks. You've watched Schitt's Creek?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, there's this
I don't
episode
watch
where they
shows.
were about
You
to.
know that.
That's true. But it's so funny. But there's this episode where they're talking. No, they're about to join an MLM. They got this box in the mail, and so they're like poor, right? They're living in a hotel, and they're watching this video on how to like sell all this product. And the lady just kept going, "We're going to teach you all the tips and tricks, but before we do that, we're going to blah 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 blah, and we're going to teach you the tips and tricks." And she just kept saying it over and over. And David was like, "What are the tips and tricks?" So it just.
I want to watch that show. I just
It's
can't
so
commit.
good.
I can't commit to it. I will maybe one day.
It will be
Let's
there
watch it
for
on
you.
our retreat. Let's make everybody watch it on our retreat.
You know, there's going to be some people pooping on that idea. I love a good binge TV, but
Yeah, I can post up on a couch real nice.
boy, it's a great habit of mine.
Well, I remember somebody talking about, like I was looking at something about Nate, and they're like, if you're one of those people that does their workout and then is like, bloop, I did my workout, not moving the rest of the day, I was like,
That's me. Oh, you know what I didn't tell you on my check-in recently?
what?
I was going to say this. It was like a really cool little thing. So on Sunday, I got my 9,000 steps in without going on the treadmill at all.
Nice. You were just walking around outside so much?
No, I was just doing stuff around the house. It was kind of...
You got 9,000 steps in your house?
Yeah, and I mean, I did go to the gym downstairs, but it was just like in my daily activity.
That's crazy.
And Mind Pump, that he said that to a client who called in. He's like, try to get, like, the best way to change the habit and to get used to moving is to get your steps in with things that you already do in your life. Like, don't go to try not to like do it on the treadmill. I mean, you're gonna have to, but like, I was like, that's a good idea. I can get more stuff done around my house.
Yeah.
So I got 9,000 steps.
Start wearing my step counter thing again.
That's what
I do.
But
yeah.
Okay, well, we got to talking. But
now that we know you can do that.
Yeah, well, I did
but you're not working on Sunday.
No, that was a thing. I'm not sitting here. And I did a lot of extra chores.
Computer.
It was like, let's mop the floor. Why not?
You've got that pre-trip anxiety,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Plus, everything has to be done.
It was the first Sunday in a while that I could be like, let's prepare for the week. Let's do this. Let's be home and do all the stuff. And I had energy. Like, let's do this.
Yes, capitalize on that. When you get in that cleaning mood, don't lose it.
Oh, I love it. If I sit down
I do too.
For 1 second, I'm like, it's over. I got to keep going.
I know. I was so mad the other day because I woke up in that mood. It was a weekend when we were at home, so it was weeks ago. But I had to take a kid somewhere. And when I came back, I was like, oh. She gone.
Like yourself? She's gone. That's so
Cleaning
funny.
Lindsey has left the building. Boo.
That's so funny. Well, anyway, thank you for being here with me today.
Anytime.
Please go take a shower.
It's delightful. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Till later.
Okay. I do that too. I wait.
Not because I'm unhealthy. It's because we're about to go to tennis.
Oh, yeah. Don't get sweaty again.
Oh, I'm not playing tennis.
No, we want you to be outside?
No.
Okay.
No.
Never mind.
Ew. No. We'll be inside.
You indoor kitty.
I am.
That's so cute. Okay. All right. I'll shut up. Anyway.
Have fun on your trip.
Thank you.
When do you leave and when do you get back?
Tomorrow evening, and then I get back Tuesday night. It's a weird
Dude, it's
thing.
so hot in Florida. It is not, you know how our hot in the South, it ain't good. It's not.
Yeah.
This is worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. It's hotter and it's heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong. Yes! It's worse.
It is worse. So, yeah, my steps will be low.
No.
Yes.
Early morning steps.
But
it'll be so good. You'll be in such a good mood. Your mother-in-law will love you. She'll be like, that girl is positive and active, and I love her.
Well, she's not my mother-in-law yet.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. I'll do my best. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you. And
you're welcome.
Thanks for everybody. What? I feel like a retard.
You better bleep that out.
I just feel like I'm gonna listen to this back and it just sounds horrible. Like, but okay.
I better spend more time editing than you wanted. Okay, I love you.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening today. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the FFP Alignment Podcast. Please support us by downloading, rating, and recommending us to your friends and family. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at the FitFemme Project. That's FITFEMME Project. And for those of you looking to find their essential balance of lifestyle and fitness, book a free consult by going to thefitfemmeproject.com. That's FITFEMME Project.com and click Apply Now. Until next time, this is the FitFemme Project Alignment Podcast.